First Lady Jill Biden visits the Madison area. Hear her message to educators ahead of the school year.
Plus, ahead of the fall semester, UW-Madison making sure campus is stocked with all the tools to help stop an overdose. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Behind us, a look at northbound traffic near DeForest at the Highway 51 interchange. As you can see, traffic, well, it's a mess. Routed off the freeway, this because of a semi-fire earlier tonight, which caused the complete closure of northbound traffic from DeForest to Arlington.
So the good news here is that Wisconsin State Patrol tells us they're just about to reopen a lane. All northbound traffic had been detoured to Highway 51 between DeForest and Arlington. A semi-truck fire was reported hours ago near mile marker 119 at the Highway 60 exit near Arlington. It's unclear when all lanes will be reopened. Well, it is Thursday night, which means you probably have your eyes locked in on this upcoming 3-day holiday weekend.
Temperatures will heat up, so much so that our First Warn weather team has put alert days in the forecast starting on Saturday. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here now with a look at the Labor Day holiday weekend forecast.
Well, it's a nice evening out here right now. However, temperatures are really going to be warming up this weekend, and we do have First Warn weather alert days in the forecast from Saturday through Tuesday. Let's take a look at the alert days and the reason why. Thanks. If we can go to the graphic. There we go. So we have the potential for some near record hot temperatures, but also the heat index, while it will be pretty high, around 100 degrees, not quite as bad as the last heat wave, we could see possible high fire danger because of the low relative humidities and some brisk winds. And this will be from Saturday through Tuesday. We could also see record high temperatures Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam shows clear skies, basically from sunup to sundown today. A beautiful day. Temperatures were comfortable. Low temperatures this morning were a little chilly, down to 37 in Camp Douglas, 44 here in Madison. Janesville dropped to 43, but high temperatures were generally in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. The 80s mainly west of Dane County, the 70s mainly to the east. Temperatures near Lake Michigan generally around 70. Right now, temperatures are in the mid-60s in Dane County, generally upper 50s to lower 60s outside of Dane County. Zooming in, it's 65 degrees in Stoughton, 64 in Sun Prairie, and 68 in Cross Plains. Look for skies to be mostly clear tonight. Low temperature will drop to 52 by morning. It's not quite as cool as last night. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include near record heat and perhaps the potential, at least, for some rain about middle part of next week.
For the first time in nearly 9 years, a sitting First Lady visited the Madison area today. Dr. Jill Biden touching down at Dane County Regional Airport this afternoon ahead of a day of stops and visits here.
She made a stop at Verona's Glacier Edge Elementary School, speaking to a large group of educators there. Biden, an educator herself, spoke about the influence teachers leave on students, even years after the students themselves leave the classroom.
As you step back into your classrooms, I hope that you remember that right now, someone out there is standing a little taller because you helped her find the confidence she needed. Someone is working a little harder because you pushed him to try.
The First Lady praised educators and school leaders for their leadership amid difficulties in the profession, including the pandemic, and describing the decision to teach as a calling, not a job.
And all of you were called to this profession for a reason, because you never give up on the families you serve, because you continue to believe that a better world is possible.
And Dr. Biden also shared her own experiences going school to school, seeing parents and educators working together to enrich the experience of students in the classroom. This despite what she says she sees on some TV networks, pundits criticizing public schools, saying parents and educators are at odds.
There's no divide between those who love our students and those who teach them, because we do both.
In total, the First Lady spoke for a little more than 8 minutes. We have her full remarks online. You can watch it on our YouTube channel as well, or see it on this story at channel3000.com.
Those messages you just heard really resonated with educators inside. We spoke with a few Verona area school district teachers who are happy to know they have support from the White House.
Her words, they were just so inspiring, and it made me realize why I'm here, why I'm doing this. It was really grounding, and I'm just so happy that I was able to be here today.
She represents a lot of teachers. She's us. you know, and we're very privileged that have been able to be with her in the same space.
School starts on Tuesday for the Verona Area School District. Teachers say a visit from the First Lady started the school year off on the right note. Supporting teachers wasn't the only thing Dr. Biden was touting on her visit. Earlier today, she stopped by the Black Women's Wellness Center in Madison to tout the White House's Cancer Moonshot Initiative. That's a goal by the White House to reduce the death rate from cancer by at least half by the year 2047. Founding CEO Lisa Payton welcomed Dr. Biden and Senator Tammy Baldwin to the center so they could talk about how to better Black women's wellness, as well as steps to detect breast and cervical cancers at an earlier stage. Also part of her visit today, Biden stopped by Exact Sciences, the company famous for their Cologuard boxes. The last time a sitting First Lady visited Madison was in October of 2014. Michelle Obama visited that month, encouraging young voters to get involved in the governor's race, showing her support for Mary Burke, who ultimately lost the election to then Governor Scott Walker. The First Lady's visit today comes 2 weeks after her husband visited a manufacturing facility in Milwaukee, and 1 week after the city hosted the first Republican presidential debate.
Wisconsin, of course, will be a battleground state in next year's election, so both parties are focusing on winning the Badger State. The Wisconsin Republican Party and the group Wisconsin Moms held a virtual press conference in response to the First Lady's visit. Republicans grilled Biden for associating with the state's teachers union, blaming them for low reading and math scores around Wisconsin.
To me, I don't see the Democrats having my back as a parent or having the students' best interests at heart when I feel like they constantly put the teachers union and other interests ahead of transparency and accountability in our schools.
Kenosha Representative Amanda Nedweski said instead of meeting with the teachers union, Dr. Biden should have been meeting with parents. New information tonight on a UW-Madison bombing from more than 50 years ago. The FBI has released new age-progressed photos of the final suspect who has evaded capture since 1970. Leo Frederick Burt, one of 4 men who allegedly targeted the UW-Madison building in protest of the Vietnam War back in 1970. Burt, who would now be 73 years old, is reportedly known to use the alias Eugene Donald Fieldston at times. The explosion and subsequent fire killed 33-year-old researcher Robert Fosnacht and injured 4 others. It caused an estimated $6 million in damage. The FBI is offering $150,000 to anyone whose information about Leo Burt that leads to his arrest.
Authorities say a 73-year-old woman is missing from Greenfield. They've issued a silver alert for Kristen Natowski. She was last seen this morning around 5 o'clock at a home on South Greenbrook Terrace in Greenfield and left in her ex-husband's car. She doesn't have a phone or a purse with her. Natkowski is driving a white 2009 Subaru with Wisconsin license plate 420NKB. Anyone who sees her is asked to call Greenfield Police at the phone number on the screen so they can bring her home safe. Well, with kids gearing up to get back in the classroom, a shortage of the drug that helps many of them stay focused is causing headaches for parents. Nationwide, stimulant medications like Adderall and Vyvanse are in short supply but high demand. It's forced local pharmacists to play the waiting game, like at Fitchburg Family Pharmacy. They shared with us their process for purchasing medication.
We have a routine system set up where basically every day somebody sits at the wholesaler website and sees if there's any medications in these categories that we can order, and then we send that order as soon as we recognize that they have it.
The problem is a lot of those medications just aren't available. If you're struggling to get your prescription filled, there are a few things you can do. Call your pharmacist. You can ask about alternatives like different medications or different doses of the same drug. You can also call your insurance company and ask if they will cover the brand name instead of the generic version of a drug. Sometimes those can be easier to find. As students get ready to head back to classes at UW-Madison, those who might be battling addiction or know someone who is will find 13 more naloxone kits all across campus.
Armand Rahman spoke to addiction advocates who hope this is a step to saving more lives from overdose.
Narcan saved my life way more times than I could count.
That's why Caden Watford, a recovery coach at Safe Communities who is 3 years clean off heroin, is thrilled to hear that Narcan will be available in more places on UW's campus.
Just like college kids, people at the bars, all of that are getting pills that either if it's like a benzo or like Molly or anything, everything's got fentanyl in it nowadays. To know that that's accessible for anybody to have and people being able to recognize the signs of overdose and have that on them, I think that's a really amazing thing.
In August, the university added 13 boxes in areas with high foot traffic.
If it's not in a space, we do have an interactive map.
On top of the 12 put in residential and dining buildings last year.
Since buildings are locked in housing just for residents, we're able to allow folks to have access to this life-saving medication in a lot more places on campus.
University Health Services tracked that 28 Narcan boxes were taken out of the kits last year.
You're able to call 911 first, of course, but then access naloxone and deliver that on your own.
Inside are 2 doses of the Narcan nasal spray, a CPR barrier, and instructions. The announcement of the 13 new naloxone kits corresponds with International Overdose Awareness Day. And survivors here at this event say it's important to increase access to erase the stigma.
Anywhere and everywhere should have Narcan. Like, I've been sober, been carrying Narcan, seen somebody at a bus stop who's been experiencing an overdose and been able to save their life because I had Narcan on me.
In Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
And more stories are ahead after the break.
Some Florida residents are seeing their homes for the first time since Hurricane Idalia struck.
A full day of cleaning up after Hurricane Idalia. I'm Jason Allen in Keaton Beach, Florida. What residents are returning to after this hurricane swept across the southeast.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories. Hey, how are you? With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance program with roadside assistance. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We need to talk about Sono Bello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello. One visit, permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a 2-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Bodies summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and update your home's exterior. Patriot Lighting is available in so many unique styles and finishes, you're sure to find a look that's right for you. With more than 300 stock lights priced under $100. Pick up this Treehouse Outdoor Wall Light for $21.97 after 11% rebate. Visit our lighting showroom or check out all our lighting options on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Jennifer Hudson Show. Jesse Tyler Ferguson is a great sport.
Jennifer was like, you know I always win, right? And then she's like, and we're back. I was like, okay.
Plus, Love and Death's Lily Ray.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
If you are traveling out of town for Labor Day weekend, you're going to feel it at the pump. Gas prices are near all-time highs right now. AAA says the average national price is $3.82 a gallon. The record high for gas during the week leading up to Labor Day is just 2 cents higher than that set in 2012. Analysts say gas prices could remain elevated well into the fall.
Auto workers appear to be a step closer to going on strike in a couple weeks. The United Auto Workers Union has filed an unfair labor practice complaint against General Motors and Stellantis. That's the company that makes Jeep, Ram, Dodge, Chrysler vehicles. The complaint alleges the automakers have gone silent and have not responded to their demands. The UAW ask is lofty. Auto workers want raises of more than 40% over the life of their next contract. Ford is also involved in negotiations but was not listed in the complaint because it has responded to the union.
We're continuing to follow the aftermath of Hurricane Idalia. Tonight, some Floridians are returning to their Gulf Coast homes.
And in many cases, they're sorting through the devastation left behind. Jason Allen shows us the response by government officials and residents to all that destruction.
The cleanup is underway on Florida's Gulf Coast after Idalia hit the state as a powerful Category 3 hurricane. Across the region, homes were ripped apart and debris scattered far and wide.
There's a lot of mess here, but in other places it looks like total devastation. I didn't think we were going to have anything to come home to.
In hard-hit Cedar Key, the National Guard distributed ready-to-eat meals and water while crews repaired downed power lines. For miles around, residents took stock of the work to come. In Horseshoe Beach, this woman tried to reassure her mom that better days are ahead.
It's material. We're going to rebuild.
While there is tremendous damage to many homes, some in coastal areas, like here in Keaton Beach, appeared to be left nearly untouched.
We're just so happy to be here. Thank the good Lord is what we keep saying.
As Idalia left Florida and swept into Georgia and the Carolinas, an eyewitness captured the moment a tornado lifted and flipped a car in South Carolina. More flooding and high winds lashed the region on Thursday. Meanwhile, in Washington, President Biden visited FEMA headquarters and promised help for those who need it.
We're making available federal assistance for Florida survivors whose homes are damaged or destroyed.
The president said he plans to visit Florida on Saturday. Jason Allen, CBS News, Keaton Beach, Florida.
And new tonight, FEMA is giving the city of Madison $6 million to help cover a majority of the cost of a flood mitigation project on the far west side. Back in August of 2018, many of you recall the record rainfall flooding the Old Sauk Trail Business Park along Deming Way. The future project will increase water capacity in stormwater ponds and greenways while also improving nearby culverts and storm sewers. It's believed those improvements will better protect the business park from flooding during extended heavy periods of rain. Construction could begin as early as next year. Carrie's back. A look at our first warn forecast. No rain for us. Getting extremely dry again, and here comes the heat again, Gary.
Yeah, that's not a good combination, and that could lead to high fire danger as well. Let's take a look, first of all, at 3 things you need to know in our forecast. And boy, we got the heat on the way. Back to the 80s tomorrow, so still warm, but not too bad. But hot temperatures with highs between 90 and 94 Saturday through Tuesday. Record heat, a possibility Sunday through Tuesday. And then dry weather through Labor Day Monday. Maybe some shower and thunderstorm chances late in the day on Tuesday to Tuesday night and Wednesday. And then after that, another period of dry weather. In fact, I've changed the first warn weather alert days graphics to show the potential for high fire danger as we head into the weekend. The humidity won't be quite as high as the last heat wave, so the heat index readings getting up to about 100 degrees or so. Most of the time it'll be in the 90s. Still high, but not as dangerously high as it was before. The problem is, though, that leads to lower relative humidity, and with brisk winds and those high temperatures in the 90s, that could lead to potential high fire danger. But this will be from Saturday through Tuesday, and again, record heat possible Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. You can see the record high temperatures and the forecast highs very close to them. In fact, we might have to even bump the high up for Labor Day Monday, and that would make it more likely that we would set a record high temperature. But the rain we could use for the month to date, 1 3/4 inches below normal, over 4 inches below since the start of meteorological summer, June 1st, and year to date, 5 2/3 inches below normal. The new forecast from the 10-day future track computer model, not looking very promising. Most of southern Wisconsin seeing little rain. Most of that will be spotty and showers and thunderstorms. Some areas might pick up a ½ inch to an inch. Other areas, or many other areas, might miss out altogether. The more widespread rains will be in the northern portion of the Midwest. And if you take a look at the U.S. Drought Monitor, you can see that corresponds exactly to where we are. This is extreme drought conditions, severe drought conditions through Madison, much of southern Wisconsin in a drought. In fact, much of the upper Midwest and the Central Plains in drought conditions, as well as Texas into Louisiana and parts of the Southwest. But the area of the country that has been in drought, California and Nevada, right now, they're looking pretty good. The Climate Prediction Center outlooks. This is the early outlook that was calling for below normal precipitation for September for the Midwest. Take a look at the new outlook that was issued today. Now calling for below normal precipitation basically from Texas all the way up into the Midwest. So that drought looks like it's going to continue for a while longer because we don't see any widespread rain or any kind of weather systems that could break the drought. Tomorrow, sunny, warmer, high temperature to 83. Obviously no rain there. Planning your day across Dane County. High temperature 81 in Brooklyn, 82 in Cross Plains, and 83 in Windsor with mostly sunny skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, a little cooler closer to Lake Michigan. Milwaukee at 78, but the farther west you go, the warmer the temperatures get. 81 Platteville, 83 in Lone Rock, and 87 for the high temperature in La Crosse. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast up to 90 Saturday, 94 Sunday, 93 Monday, and 92 on Tuesday. Humidity levels start to come up a bit toward the end of the holiday weekend. That could lead to a thunderstorm chance on Tuesday afternoon. Better chances Tuesday night, but a slight chance lingering into Wednesday. Then dry weather for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Maybe a slight chance for a storm toward the end of next weekend. Temperatures, though, still staying above normal.
And coming up in sports, how sweep it is. How Wisconsin took down Arkansas with ease. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Want a tighter, flatter tummy and the hottest deal of the year? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
Schedule your free no-obligation consultation now and find out how to get your dream body on your budget with our best offer of the year. Call or go to sonobello.com and get exclusive access to our employee-only pricing.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains. Designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
I need a cooler night.
You trying to ice me out of the bed?
Maybe only on game nights.
You know you're retired, right?
Am I?
Yeah.
The Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is now only $9.99, plus free home delivery when you add a base. Shop now, only at Sleep Number.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Round one between Arkansas was a little tougher than expected for Wisconsin. The nation's top-ranked team was pushed to the brink in a 5-set thriller that the Badgers escaped with a win. Game 2 of the back-to-back was much smoother than Game 1. Wisconsin already up a set in the second, and Sarah Franklin drops the hammer on Arkansas. She finished with a team-high 12 kills. Badgers would take the set. Then in the third, it's Temi Thomas-Ilara welcoming in the Razorbacks to her block party. Badgers bring out the brooms. They get the win in straight sets. Speaking of Badger athletics, be sure to tune in to our new show, Wisconsin Huddle, that airs this Friday night at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. You can also watch next week's taping live with co-host Braylon Allen on Tuesday at Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie at 6:30. In his first year leading the Wildcats, Andrew Riley and Verona won a Big 8 championship. This season, the goal is to raise the bar even higher. But as Andrew Banstra explains in this week's Coach of the Week, the bar for Riley isn't just measured on the field.
Verona is built on a motto. Good. Raise the bar.
We want to take what we accomplished last year and just build on it, make it better, kind of raise the standard.
A standard that was set in Andrew Riley's first year leading the Wildcats.
We wanted to raise the bar. We thought last year was great. That was a great establishment of our culture and where we want to be, but now we need to do a little bit better.
But for him, raising the bar isn't just about raising his team's level of play.
We're going to go ace. Okay, we're going to go ace, demon, true.
It's about raising his Wildcats into young men.
7.6% of athletes go pro from high school, right? But 100% of them become adults. So that's what we're trying to help young people become good people.
That's why in the offseason, they teamed up with Logan's Heart and Smiles to rebuild a driveway for a family in need.
Driveway wasn't doing so hot, so 20 guys show up with pickaxes, sledgehammers, power tools, all that stuff, get it all out of there. 2 days later, they're back pouring some new concrete.
And for this group, giving back to their community is a no-brainer.
It's nice to do activities like that to give back to the community because that shows on Friday nights when we have packed stands and people here to watch. It's just nice to kind of goes both ways.
As they continue to raise the bar on and off the field. In Verona, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
And how cool is this? Lord Stanley was hanging out at Bob Suter's Capitol Ice Arena this afternoon as part of former Madcap Will Nichols' day with the Stanley Cup. Nickel, who currently serves as the Director of Player Development for the Golden Knights, knew instantly where he was going to take the cup when he got his turn with it for 24 hours.
When we won the cup on Tuesday, June 13th, the next day you make some calls to people. I would have called Rob Andring, I would have called Bobby Suter, for sure. Like, they just had a huge impact on my life, not just on the ice, but obviously who I was as a person. So, you want to do something good with it, and I wanted to honor them.
And we're back after this.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. Shh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more. Progress means producing renewable fuels for trucks on the road today. We're partnering with farmers to develop these fuels using everything from plant byproducts to cow manure. And then using those fuels to help lower the life cycle carbon intensity of the transportation industry. Driving the world forward today while forging new roads to the future. That's energy in progress. Blaine's Farm & Fleet's Labor Day sale is going on now, featuring unbeatable deals on fall essentials for your home, work, and vehicles. Like all Skechers footwear, buy one, get one half price. Save 20% on Carhartt denim pants for the whole family. And these Blaine's brand candies, 3 for $6. Plus, when your car's in the shop, get 10% off in-store purchases with $100 or more spent on tire and auto service. Tires and batteries, trust and care. A Blaine's Farm & Fleet promise since 1955.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Look
Look, Mom, I found one.
Oh, yeah, you did, but we need an ATM from our bank, unless you want to spend a small fortune in fees.
No, thank you. Banking with BMO means more fee-free ATMs than the 2 largest U.S. banks combined, including places like pharmacies and grocery stores.
Saving money and more convenient. Look at you being so helpful.
What'd you expect? You're studying at a help stop.
That's you.
That's me, at a desk.
When a bank helps you get and stay ahead, that's the BMO effect.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA auto insurance.
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
The Final Drive high school football coverage, Fridays at 10.
Finally tonight, one McDonald's in New York City is throwing it back to 1982. Step through this Mickey D's and you'll be transported to the early 80s. Why? Well, the Golden Arches and Marvel have teamed up to promote the second season of the Disney Plus show Loki by transforming this Brooklyn McDonald's to how it would have looked when Gary Canalti worked the drive-thru in Arlington Heights back in 1982.
Actually, I would have been in DeKalb and in Schaumburg.
Itasca, you know, Gary working the prom night drive-thru. A big plot point of Loki deals with time
I wore
travel.
uniforms like that.
He still has those.
I still do.
I want you to wear those on the news one of these nights. The restaurant makeover lasts through tomorrow. Gary, you've got to get down there.
I've got some pictures of me in uniforms like that.
Do you still have the uniform?
He was in the Chicago Tribune with the 85 Bears.
Yeah, I still have my management uniform. And
bring it.
Well, I can't fit into it anymore.
That's okay. Just bring it.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
It's a classic.
Well, skies are clear out there right now. It's a beautiful evening. Temperatures are comfortable. Mid-60s in Madison, upper 50s to lower 60s elsewhere. Here in Dane County, 64 in Sun Prairie, 65 in Mount Horeb, and 65 in Belleville. Look for temperatures to drop into lower 50s tonight, but be up to 90 by Saturday and going up from there.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.